What's going on, everybody? I would like to officially welcome you back to the Fessin podcast. We were gone for a couple months. Appreciate that. We were gone for a couple months, but we are back. This is episode 6 with my co-host, Michael LaRose. Please give it up for my co-host, Michael LaRose. Please give it
It's
up
all
for my
good. All
co-host,
good.
Michael
It's all
LaRose.
right. I ain't need enough.
Yeah.
Hey, there
Thank
we
you,
go.
producer.
There we
Thank
go.
you, producer. But today we are going to be highlighting season 40 of the challenge, and I'm very excited to go over this because I have some very close friends on the season, and I am not a part of it. So I'm excited to watch it as a viewer and not have to deal with the stress and anxiety of seeing what type of fucking shit show I get edited into and see y'all's opinion. So I'm excited just to watch. People are like, why aren't you on season 40? You're a snub. I'm like, listen, man, I did 5 seasons in a row. A lot of people don't do 5 seasons in a row.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like people, the quickest thing people are quick to say is, you haven't won yet. I'm like, okay, yes, I get that. That's the elephant in the room. But doing 5 in a row like that, there's a handful. Obviously, bananas and CT and the Wes's, whatever.
Yeah.
But in this modern era, I think it was like Tori or Kyle are the only people who have done that many in a row. So
Right.
the fact that I was able to be on 5 seasons in a row of the challenge, I was like, yo, if I'm not on 40, it's okay. Like, yeah, I saw Wes's tweet. He was like, FOMO, fear of missing out or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's a little FOMO, whatever, but not really. I'm like, it's cool. Like,
Right.
I can sit back and watch y'all and cheer for y'all. I'm
Yeah.
okay to clap from the sidelines this time.
You
So
can enjoy it as a viewer.
yeah, so I'm excited for that side of it, but I'm also excited to break down my opinions about certain players because yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Let's get to the questions. Let's get to episode 1 of season 40. So without further ado, Michael LaRose, my co-host, please take it away with some
All right.
questions or something.
Let's get into
Either
a
way.
breakdown. Let's get into a breakdown first. So, for those of you who haven't seen it yet or haven't watched it yet, 40 contestants, 4 different eras, 5 males, 5 females from every era. Obviously, it equals 40 people altogether. And era 1, we have seasons 1 through 10. Era 2, we have 11 through 20. Era 3, we have 21 through 30. And era 4, 31 through 39. So, let's just go through the eras real quick. We got era 1, like I said, 5 guys. We got Mark, Darrell, Derek K, Brad, CT. Era 1 girls, we got Rachel, Jody, Tina, Anissa, and Katie. Now, when you look at that era, what are you thinking? What's your initial thought? Because that's a lot of championships. That's a lot of seasons. They're the OGs. They're the groundbreakers of it all. What are you thinking looking at that team?
Well, right off rip, hearing you say era 1's men, you got CT, Darrell, Brad, Derek K, and Mark, right?
Yep.
So obviously CT for me in my eyes, he's top 2.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about resumes. I'm just talking about who the fucking best male competitor on the challenge is. It's Jordan first, CT second for me.
Okay.
If we're gonna put numbers involved, that's just how it is for me.
Okay.
So obviously you got CT on your team. You're in fucking good shape right there, right?
Of
but
course.
Derek K, I've never done a season with him. I've heard nothing but great things about him. I've heard he's beat some people in some pole wrestles. Didn't he beat Joss in a pole wrestle or something?
So yeah, it was a figure 8 pole wrestle. It was basically
Pole
just
wrestle.
a bit, yeah, but he took him for an hour and a half.
So Derek K is a dog. It's safe to say Derek K is a dog.
Yes.
If you look on Mark's Instagram or Twitter page, every other day he's posting a video in Crunch Fitness doing jumping jacks at 52 years old or whatever he is now. So that dude is in extreme shape. Like I wish when I'm 50 years old I look as
Just
in
like
shape as him.
Yep.
So you got Mark on your team. You got Brad. That man looks like a modern day Viking.
He's an X-Man.
So obviously Brad's in shape.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just how much of an asset he's going to be mentally in the puzzles and strategic side as far as his team, right?
Right.
And then you got Darrell. Darrell is, bro, I heard CT's comment about, I know Darrell's won 4 times. I don't know verbatim what he said, but he was basically saying, like, does Darrell still got it now, or are we living in the past?
Right.
And I told you on the car ride home from the airport, I'm like, bro, I don't care what people say. Darrell's strong as fuck, man. You do not want to see Darrell in a physical elimination. I remember, I don't know what season it was. It was like me and him were just play wrestling or some shit, just like, haha, what's up?
Yeah.
And I could just feel like his grip and his fucking shoulders. He
Yeah.
just got that grown man
That
strength.
man, that
So
grown
I'm
man.
like,
strength.
y'all
Yeah.
know that shit. Maybe I don't know in the daily games if the hand-eye coordination, the balance, beams, heights, if he's gonna be, the man to beat. But you do not want to see Darrell in the fucking pole wrestle,
Right.
where he can
Well,
put some hands on you or
right.
something. You do not want to see Darrell in a pole wrestle. So right off rip, the men are stacked. As
Right.
far as women, you said Rachel,
Jody, Tina, Anissa, and Katie. You got 3 champs. Tina, Anissa, multiple time finalists.
So Tina has won.
No, she never won. Tina and Anissa have just been to finals before,
Okay.
so they've proven themselves to get themselves there, but just haven't gotten.
So you got
there.
Rachel's won twice.
Yep, 2 wins.
So I've never done a season with Rachel. I've never actually watched a season with her.
Yeah.
But I've heard nothing but great things about her. So, and I heard on the first episode, she was saying it herself. She was like, I can't wait to show people I'm the best. Like, she's there to prove herself. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, like I love to see that confidence, and especially from someone I know nothing about, right? Because
Right.
I'm like, all right, she's saying she thinks she's the best. She's here to prove she's the best.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what Rachel can do.
Yeah. And Rachel, side note, she back in the day when she won her last championship, she was the first woman to finish overall first.
I did see that.
She beat the men,
right? She was the
beat all
first
other
woman to do
women.
that, right?
Yep, first woman to
That's
just
pretty
outright beat
gangster.
everybody. There was a male and female winner, but she beat everybody. She was just the first one done overall. So, she's coming to play. She's coming to prove herself. After All Stars 4 and she getting sent home on the little dartboard, the Ninja Stars. She wants
Against
to show
Cara,
she still
right?
got it.
Yeah.
Yep, she wants to show she still got
I mean,
it.
but those type of eliminations, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, because the
Right.
reality of it, yeah, you could have great hand-eye coordination, you could think great on the fly. Like, think about, for example, we were talking about Laurel, right? We're
Yeah.
like, because Laurel is regarded as one of the greatest female competitors of the
Yeah.
challenge, right? So I asked you, I was like, well, what would Laurel's weakness be? Because I only did one season with Laurel, and it was on Ride or Dies, and she was maybe there 2 weeks. She
Yeah.
was the third or fourth pair eliminated with Jack. So I didn't really get to see what she was capable of. Obviously, I've heard great things, right? So I forgot where I was going with this. Where was I going with
Just
this?
what you were talking about, like her individual weakness, and because you didn't get a chance to see what Laurel.
Because we were talking about thinking on the fly.
Yeah. I said that's one thing that makes her better than most girls, if not all girls, is she's so versatile and being able to think on the fly, adjust to her game plan, and execute properly.
But she's not era 1, right?
She's era 2.
2.
Yeah.
And era 2 has the strong females, right?
I would say by far the strongest females.
Who does era 2? Era 2 has Laurel, Cara.
Laurel, Carl, Emily Schramm. So
Emily.
top 3 right there are regarded as the top 3 out of the top 5 women regarded as top best females on the show.
So
And then
who would you say the top 3 female competitors of the challenge of all time is? Go.
all time?
Go.
I mean, Laurel, Cara are automatically in there. Emily, I don't know if I put her in 3 just because she hasn't done that many. Then you got like an Evelyn, even a Paula Walnuts.
Bro, half of these names I don't
Evelyn
even
was a
know.
little old school. She'd be era
Evelyn
2.
I know, but Paula Walnut?
Yeah, Paula Walnuts. She was Johnny's cast member on Real World. 2-time champ. She won with Emily Schramm.
When
and she
was the
won with
last time
Evelyn.
she's been on?
Rivals 2. So
Which
season
was-
24. It's been a while.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, because so you said give me top 3 female
Top
competitors.
3,
You said Laurel,
Cara, and it's a toss up between Emily or Evelyn. I'd have to say.
So where does Tori and Casey sit in that list for you?
I mean, as the game progresses and as I see more of them, don't get me wrong, I think they're both great. They're both top 10 for sure, guaranteed. I wouldn't take either of them out of the top 10. But I'm looking at them as around maybe 6, 7.
6, 7, what?
Like I would probably
Oh, okay.
put like
So, okay, let me ask you this.
I don't
let
put
me
them in
ask
my
you
top
this.
3. I don't put them in my top 5. I don't know.
You show up to a challenge
Right.
day 1. It's you win the first challenge. They're like, Michael, you got to choose 3 women to be on this team. Your choices are Laurel, Cara Maria, Casey, Tori, and who was the other name you said that you liked?
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're gonna pick Laurel, Cara Marie, and Evelyn over Tori and Casey? That's
Absolutely.
what you're telling me?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
And this is from a strategic standpoint or from just a fan of the challenge standpoint as well? Because I haven't seen Evelyn.
All right.
I haven't been on a season with Cara Maria.
Right.
I saw Cara Maria on World of Worlds too, but I haven't, I don't know her history. And
Yeah.
as far as Laurel goes, I mean, I know she's in my top.
She's a
top
dog.
5, top
Yeah.
3 probably on the women's side, but I haven't really seen what she can do. So.
Yeah.
But you're leaving you're leaving Casey and Tori. You're gonna be sitting there in the chamber like, damn man, Tori and Casey winning a lot of these dailies, man. I wish I would have picked them on my team.
But that's the thing is against a Laurel, a Cara, and an Evelyn. So the thing about Evelyn was she would say you got 5 guys on your team, right? She was your 6th guy. She was that good, that strong.
That's Casey and Tori to me.
True.
They're better than some guys on the challenge.
For sure.
And this is speaking from what I've experienced on the challenge.
Right.
I've done 5 seasons on the challenge. So
right.
I'm only speaking from experience, but I've heard stories and I've heard names, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen this shit first person point of view, like what these women could do. So
I get it. So, but then here's my question is how many wins do both of those girls have?
But
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
First of all,
I'm just asking.
I'm glad you said that because this is a point I wanted to fucking say. Wins, and this is coming from somebody who hasn't fucking won. I get that. But wins is one thing, and that's what we're all chasing, the money, the glory, all that. I get that.
Right.
But the reason fucking people have cast breakdowns and podcasts and interviews and media articles and all this shit is because they're interested to see what happens throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Politics, gameplay, this and that. So when I break down the challenge, I'm talking about the whole fucking shebang, not just how many team challenges you won 15 years ago.
For sure.
If you're showing up to compete in the challenge today, in this day and age,
right?
Let's see what you can do now.
Right.
I get it. A lot of people have paved the way. They are OGs, they are legends, and they are due their flowers 100%. I'm not debating that. But the problem is, how are we supposed to appreciate you for what you've done if you're still showing up as a competitor and you're our fucking threat? I can't appreciate you for what you've done for us if you're still in my way as a roadblock to get to where I'm going. There's a level of competition that has to be addressed. It's just like you got to pick one or the other. And that's something I've been juggling in my challenge career is like, I don't even have a chance to appreciate y'all's greatness because I'm competing against y'all from day one. Like y'all are my competition. I'm not here to praise y'all for paving the way or doing what y'all done. When I show up day one, y'all in my face, y'all my biggest competition. So let's get to work. That was my mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm sorry I went on a little rant, but I'm like, you talking about wins off rip. I'm like, okay, I get it. Wins are impressive and that's what we're all there for. But I'm talking about gameplay. Like, let's break this shit down. Like, you show up day one and you heard this. What did Jordan say in the nomination chamber, episode 1? When Tony went off, he was like, yo, Corey, who do you not want to see in a final? Jordan. And first of all, I want to say I respect Tony for saying that straight up in deliberation because he was like, yo, this is how it is.
Yeah. It's true.
But Jordan straight up, and I was like, when we were watching that, I was like, yeah, that's Jordan for you. He was like, yeah, but I'm going to get you to the final.
I'll get you.
And that's the thing, man. Like, fuck, everybody wants to win the final, but half of y'all ain't going to make it there.
Right.
So the name of the game is make it to the final.
Yeah.
And everybody, the headlines every year is this person came up short, this person won, because yeah, that's what we're all there for. But majority of the season, we're seeing how it plays out. These strategic moves, who does what to who, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm here to break down. It's not who can show up the next season on the challenge and in the confessional chair break down. Yes, I won 2 team challenges in 2003, and I'm here to prove it to myself. Listen, I respect everybody who's paved the way.
For sure.
But if you're showing up, I get it. That is a great opportunity. So make your bread, boo.
All right.
But
Well,
let's compete. If we're here to compete, let's compete. If you guys want to see more of the Fessin Up podcast, head over to the link in my bio and subscribe to the Patreon for more.